Alright guys, welcome to another beer review and yeah, this. My own fault. The reason why I'm recording using Photo Booth on my MacBook and why it's all grainy and you can probably just hear distortion and stuff like that. I was about to record a beer review in the kitchen and the phone fell. And it landed in the sink where there was a plate with a little bit of water in there. So I didn't want to carry on even though it wasn't like fully submerged, just in case that it like fries out a microphone or something much more important on the phone. So I'm leaving that to dry. So I thought I would try this method out on a beer that I know I won't be too upset about if this beer review goes completely to plan. I'm not sure what the format will be when I upload it to YouTube and it's lagging on the screen already. That's not a good sign. My MacBook is absolutely fucked. But yeah, we are looking at a can of Carlsberg. 330ml can. Clocking in at 5% ABV, and yeah, 1847 Copenhagen beer. Yeah, I think we've all had a Carlsberg at some point, and I used to drink this not too much. It wasn't my lager of choice when I was a teenager, but it was one that I did have quite a few times. Fairly iconic logo. And it was like branded in the shop as a specialty leaf glass or a can or something like that. I don't know, it just looks like a Carlsberg can to me. Just about to do a live hangout and I need a beer for when we're doing our hangout, so I thought I would kill two birds with one stone and see how this goes, even though I'm looking at the viewfinder and I'm just stuck, so it's probably going to be laggy as hell. We shall see. So, satisfying snap there, using my Pilsner glass for this one. And yeah, I'm really worried about how this video is going to turn out. I'm going to have an interesting time looking at the playback. But yeah, beer in a glass. God, you cannot see that properly. But that is faint gold, straw-like in appearance, crystal clear, lots of carbonation in there. Yeah, my viewfinder is just completely frozen. So there's like 2 fingers worth of a very foamy and aggressive white head. The carbonation is really quite aggressive actually. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad, but it's just very, very faint. So let's see what we get on the aroma. Not a lot really, but this like slight farty smell. It smells like beer farts, like faint beer farts. You get that like slight corn syrup aroma in there. Very sweet and syrupy. A little bit of a graininess as well. Aside from that slight off tone, nothing too offensive, just quite a dull beer in terms of its aroma. Yeah, but yeah, nothing too offensive. Anyway, let's give it a taste. Cheers. Not a lot going on with that beer. Which is a good thing, because it's not a nasty tasting beer by any stretch. Aside from like a residual bitterness on the back end, as if it's come from an extract brew. I'm not too sure how they brew this, whether it's adjunct or if they use like extract or syrups, like corn syrups, I'm not too sure, but it's got that sort of like syrupy but grainy at the same time. Strawy, grassy, slightly biscuity. It's really hard to pick up flavours. But there's this like odd sweetness on the back end. I mean, it's sweet all the way through, but on the back end it just becomes bigger. So yeah, It's a non-starter of a beer, to be honest. Drinkable. It's not a beer that I would go out of my way to get, and it's probably one of the last beers that I would choose to have in a pub. But I've tasted much worse. That has to be said. It's that carbonation that's unsettling about this beer. And I think that's what would get you about if you were to do a session on this. Not the beer itself, but that happening in the glass. I'm feeling gassy already. Ugh. Like a lot more gassy than an actually fermented beer. Yeah, this isn't a good beer. But yeah, I didn't expect it would be. I'll finish it. It's just got like slight off flavours that develop over time. When this warms up a bit, it's not going to be a pleasant beer at all. But as it is, it's just a dull beer. 5 out of 10. So if you've tried Carlsberg, then let me know your thoughts and opinions. What's like your worst lager that you've had? I'm not going to just blindly shit on it because it's Carlsberg. It's just not that nice, but not that awful, and just really quite redundant and dull. Kind of like the Clueless Drinker channel. So I'm sure a couple of my friends have reviewed this one. Their links will be down below. Check out Carlsberg if you want to. Check out my macro lager playlist down below as well. And more importantly, I hope you'll join me next time for what I'm hoping is either a really bad beer or a really good beer, so I've actually got stuff to talk about. Cheers, guys.